Yes, people, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. As always, make sure that you lot are smashed up the lights. Make sure that you're leaving your comments in here, of course, every single time. Make sure that you're subbing to all the mandem. Make sure that you're following all the mandem as well. A little bit later today, people, I had some technical difficulties in that. Me and Rance just did our little one-to-one, about 45 minutes. You can even see the angles today are different because I don't know what's going on with this laptop. It's not connecting to like the dock that I have. So I need to fix it later. But we've got quite a lot of people in here already. We've got over 100 people here already. So make sure that you lot are smashed up the lights, as Sean has said. But what are you saying, Andrew, first of all, man, before we even start going through the chat? How are you feeling after yesterday, bro?
Well, I saw your, and this is even before I saw it, I saw your video on Chelsea Fans TV, and I'm exactly the same as you. I'm exactly the same in terms of, with 10 men, I'm very proud of that performance. I'm not celebrating the draw at all, not celebrating the draw. But I feel frustrated because I've been denied the opportunity. I don't know if we beat them with 11 men. I can't guarantee that. But I was denied the opportunity to see if we could have beat them with 11 men. Do you know what I mean? That's my frustration on it. Because even with 10 men, they weren't better than us. Do you know what I mean? So with 11 men, they weren't better with us. And, you know, Caicedo, this is the only time I can recall that I'm never going to rip Caicedo to shreds. He was an absolute moron yesterday. Absolute moron. He was. And you know what? On a side note, though, people who wanted him to get a rest on are going to get their wish because he's going to be out for a couple of weeks. So you know, but you know, I'm the same with you. Missed opportunity, my friend. Missed opportunity, big time. I don't I don't really blame the goal was just a goal. I thought you know, not our goal there. Equaliser was just, you know, it just happened. You know what I mean? It was missed time and stuff like that. But no, I'm proud of the guys that we'll talk about them all individually. But yeah, I'm proud of what we did. And the atmosphere again. You were there again on point. Yeah, you know how I feel about home. Sometimes the home atmosphere is not on point. But the last two games especially was up there. Do you know what I mean? And also, let me just say to these Arsenal fans, the ones who said 3 or 4-0, they were going to slap us 3 or 4-0. How dare you treat us like Tottenham? We're not Tottenham. How dare you treat us like Tottenham? Who are you talking to? We're your big bros, not the other way around. We're your big bros now, not the other way around. You're trying to catch up to us for the last 25 years.
Crazy.
Do you know what I mean?
Crazy.
They're going to slap us 3 or 4-0. And now the narrative is done. Now the narrative is, oh, you're celebrating a draw, or, you know, oh, it was a tough thing. You know, we didn't know. Shut up, man. Just.
You know what I was hearing, bro? Yeah. You know what I'm saying, bro? Hey, big yourself up, Andrew, because you literally feel like me right now, bro. And Rob, I'll come to you in a sec as well. But like I said, we've got 140 people here. Make sure that you lot go check out the latest SDS episode that came out earlier today. So big up Sharky, big up Fuad, big up Faisal as well. So I was there. You know what I'm saying, people. So that should be a good episode for you guys to look into. But Rob, how you feeling, brother? How you feeling, first of all, man, before I go through the chat? Quite a lot of people here.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Yeah, you know, good to see you. Big up Andrew, big up yourself, Don. Everybody in the chat, big up to you lot. So like and subscribe and share all the good stuff. But yeah, man, I'm mixed feelings on the game. I am proud of the boys. I'm disappointed in the result. Right? I'm proud of the boys. I'm proud of the effort that we did. We showed, you know, with 10 men, to go up a goal, you know, and because we all, I think we all believe that if we had 11 men and that 11th man being Caicedo, right, we definitely beat this man, no doubt. And so I came out of the game proud of the maturity of the team, you know, Reece James' performance. You know, the maturity of you know, even the fullback, you know, Garnacho and Neto to help out defensively. Enzo Fernandez dropped deep and help out defensively. The center backs, you know, Robert Sanchez you know, claiming crosses left and right. I know people are being critical of Delap's performance, but I thought he occupied the two center backs, right? He occupied the two, like his presence alone. There was a reason why Moresca wasn't shouting at him to press, because his presence alone was occupying two Arsenal players not to be involved in the attack. And so he did his job. Could he have done better? Yes, but he did. You know, he contributed to us getting the point. You know, again, disappointed that we drew that game. You know, the one time Cucurella ends up, getting the best. Sorry, Saka ends up getting the best of Cucurella. Fofana unfortunately switches off and loses track of Merino and they equalize. But other than that, bro, I think, if you kept Esteval in that game for more than 45 minutes, we had 11 men and I think we would have cooked Arsenal. I have no doubt that we would have won that game. Minimum 2-1, if no more. I know Arsenal doesn't concede a lot, but I think we beat them. I think we beat them easily with 11. In that game.
Bro, the thing is, like a lot of Chelsea fans I've spoken to felt like this. And big up the chat every single time. Big up Reaper, big up Sean that's in here. Big up Pear, big up all the usual mods. I'm sure TTM will be in here in a sec. Big up Ads as well, man. Ads, how you feeling? I've gone through the mandem right now. Everyone kind of feels a little bit deflated right now, broski. How you feeling, man?
Yeah, I'm disappointed, bro. Very disappointed. That game was there. Like the opportunity was there to make a big statement, which we've been waiting years to do in the Prem. Like we've not beat a top team in the Prem while they're in good form for ages, bro. I can't remember the last time, honestly. It's been a while. Maybe Pep got Pep City team before the Champions League final.
We beat them 3 times in like 6 weeks.
Literally, yeah. That might be the last time, bro, because obviously we've beaten the likes of Tottenham and United, but they've been mudded for ages. And we beat Liverpool, which is great, but the one where they were kind of hung over from the title, that's whatever. This season was cool. It was a good performance, great performance. And obviously we had a lot of injuries, so that was a great win. I'm not going to take away from that. But obviously that win has kind of aged a bit poorly with how dead they've been. But this was an opportunity to make a serious win. And it's disappointing, man. Disappointing because we were a better team. Like the amount of chest Arsenal fans were coming with this game. You're talking about we're going to dominate, we're going to be the better team. Rice over Caicedo, Timber over Reece James. Like honestly,
over Sanchez.
Boy. No, listen. I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, like that's. We literally all feel the same right now. And for me, Ads, that is a good sign. Yeah, that clearly shows that we've improved. That clearly shows that the mentality in this team that Maresca has brought has actually made us feel like that, bro. Because with Poch and with Potter, would have probably taken a draw against Arsenal. Yeah, under the circumstances, would have probably taken a draw. Right. But now with Maresca, we are going into every game, especially against these big teams, expecting to win, right? And now, if you look at these ops as well, bro, when they look up Chelsea, they're like, yo, I can't lie. Chelsea might drop teams against these little teams. Sorry, drop points against these little teams. But when it comes up against the bigger teams, bro, they know what they're doing. Yeah. And that's hats off to Maresca, because we've questioned him many times, Robert, when it comes to starting Gusto and starting Reece. I questioned him when he did it against PSG. When I was at Wireless, I said, bro, why is Reece starting in the midfield? It worked. I questioned it against Liverpool. I said, yo, is it going to be Gusto or Reece? Gusto in the midfield, it worked. You know what I'm saying, broski? So it's them ones where it's like, yo, Maresca, he seems to have this thing. Yeah, where it's like against the bigger teams, he just knows how to set up offensively, defensively. You know what I mean, bro? The in-game management seems to be spot on, right? And it seems like it seeps down to the players, because he believes in the team and they're believing in the plan that the manager has. And they seem to be implementing that plan well. And that's why it's frustrating that Caicedo got that red card, Rob, because like you're saying, bro, we was on top of them. Yeah. I was at the game, broski, and I'm telling you, yeah, I've been to Liverpool this season. I've been to Barcelona this season. I've not heard an atmosphere like that, bro. That's probably the best atmosphere I've heard at the Bridge the whole time I've been going games. It was rocking in there, right? Yeah. We were pressing the life out of them. Yeah. We was attacking them, but just that final bit of quality wasn't great. The little triangles I'm seeing through the midfield. I'm seeing Reece and Caicedo playing little flicks around the corner and that, broski. Yeah. Against Zubimendi, against the great Declan Rice and that. Yeah. We were smothering these guys, bro. We are smothering these guys. And I'm telling you, we all walked away disappointed.
Yeah.
We need to make sure that we follow up this performance with a W against Leeds. Otherwise, it will be the same issue, Rob. Everyone's going to start looking at it the same. We need to start changing narratives, bro.
Yeah, no, you spot on. We need to start changing these narratives. I think the game yesterday, again, as you alluded to, it just shows a different mentality that we have now under Maresca, right? In the sense that we can go against Arsenal, who everybody think, oh, it's the league's gone, like it's theirs to lose, right? And they're coming to the Bridge, a place where they've had joy quite in the last few years, and we bopping them left, right, and center for the first half an hour until the red card. And so and then not only that, but to also, like last season, if this happened last year around the same time, Arsenal walked out. Arsenal would have won this game easily, but went down to 10 men. Right, you see, Reece, leadership captain, and Enzo Fernandez, leadership captain. Sanchez steps up. Everybody say, "Well, I gotta do a little bit more." Gusto runs a little bit more. Cucurella gives a little bit more. The wingers do a little bit. Everybody doing a little bit more. It just shows the unity, the mentality in this team. And again, as you said, all of this will be null and void if you go and you don't win against Leeds, and then you don't win against Bournemouth, right? All of that effort will be for nothing. We'll just be looking here like, oh man, can't we? We drew against Arsenal. Yes, we were disappointed, but we're proud of the boys. Like our team, how solid we are. But then you go and drop points against Leeds, drop points against Bournemouth. But this Arsenal result will not feel as bad if we go and beat and win our next 3 games. If we go and beat Leeds, Bournemouth, and Everton, this result won't feel as bad. So we just need to keep that consistency. And I think, and I'm actually feeling more confident going into this December time than I have in a very, very long time, because now you have Cole Palmer that's back. You have Fofana that's back fit. Badiashile is back fit. Trevor Chalobah, form is improving. You have the Caicedo has now a forced rest that he didn't have before. Now Santos can come in. And we've seen Santos now. He gets 2 or 3 games on the bounce to acclimate himself. And now
Asugu's back in training.
Asugo's back training. Yep, right.
Training. Delap is back now, getting a little bit in the form. So, I know in the past December has been a bogey month, but I'm feeling really, really confident going into this December time with the players, coming back fit, and especially our best player coming back fit. It just give us another boost that we usually didn't go in December. We usually were going in December hampered. Reece is injured, Chilwell is injured, or we're going into the form is a bit iffy now. But this one, we've dealt with the injuries. Now the players are coming back. So I'm feeling really, really confident going into December.
Listen, I'm looking forward to it, Rob. I'm definitely looking forward to it, bro. And listen, we've got 180 people here. We haven't even touched 100 likes, people, man. We're on 56 right now. Let's not allow this conversion rate like João Pedro. Yeah, man, not shooting in front of goal. How about you shoot on that like button, man? Yeah, shoot on that like button.
This is like the tweet in front of us. It's Arsenal's touches in the box. It's like the touches on the thing, man. It's non-existent. What is this?
Non-existent on that like button. You know what I mean?
Saka's Premier League assists record the last few years.
Exactly, bro. You know what I mean? But listen, great super chat here from Asad. It says, great game management by Maresca. It felt like a loss, right? And Andrew, I want to read this to you as well. Arsenal had just 2 touches in the opposition box in the opening 45 minutes versus Chelsea. Their fewest in the first half of a Premier League game since December 2021, which was also 2 goals as well, right? What was it for you that actually led to that, bro? Was it, was it just Maresca? Was it the players? Why is that? Why did that happen in the end? That stat, bro.
Well, I think it was we went at them. I think he saw what Sunderland did to them. I really think he saw what Sunderland did to them in terms of like harassing them, and that's what we used to do to Arsenal under Wenger, if you remember. If you harass them and press them, and they've still got that gene. If you harass them, then you can annoy them. You don't let them settle. That's what we did. But we didn't let them settle into any routine. Their passes are off. They couldn't create anything. They had they had that shot after Caicedo got sent off, not before. So they didn't have any shots before that. Yeah, they didn't have any shots before that. They didn't have any shot before that. We unsettled them. We got right in their face, which is exactly what Sunderland did. Sunderland got right in their face and didn't let them settle the entire game. And it took Sunderland giving them a goal and a wonder strike from Trossard to get them anything from that game. But I want to say this. I know Maresca's. I think some of the players have come under a bit of flack about maybe being a bit too hyped up for it. But Maresca's response, I'm sure Don. I don't know about you at halftime when I don't know if you discussed it. Like he's got to make a sub. I'm sure the first name was Santos, right, on many people's lips. Get Santos on. No. I'm just saying, just overall, Rob. I think most people went, let's get Santos on. Let's shore up. let's say it was 0-0. Let's save a point. Let's just go for it. But he actually did the opposite. I thought he was going to bring Santos on and put 2 wingers up, like as a counter attack. But he went the opposite. He kept Pedro on and then put Delap on. But people are not making more of this. Our pivot was people who don't play in the pivot yesterday. It was Reece James and Enzo Fernandez, who don't naturally play. I know Enzo has, but he's not a natural defensive player. Right? He's not a DM.
Yeah.
And Reece is a right back by trade. Yeah, he's a right back by trade. And you can hold that, Trent Alexander-Arnold. This is what a player who can play both positions looks like, by the way.
He came up as a midfielder though in the academy.
Yeah, he did. He won Player of the Year at Wigan that year. But he got them there. Remember against Manchester United and Brighton where he shat the bed on both times, right? With the subs and when we got the sent off, he got them mentally in tune. He got them there. He got I don't know what. Obviously, he's learned, and that's great. He's learned from that. Maybe Don. Maybe they did train to go down to 10 men maybe in this game because, not like he predicted, but just in case. Do you know what I mean? This is what's going to happen if we do this. But he got them there, but he got them doubling up. Garnacho and Neto worked well defensively and helped, but he got them in tune. But you know what as well? At every corner, he still kept 3 players up the pitch. He still get 3 players up the pitch. And I'll tell you what that does. That means it leaves Arsenal to leave more players back, and that means more room in the penalty area for Robert Sanchez to catch the ball. It leaves him more room to catch. So he still left it up. He was brave. It wasn't like we were sitting back all the time. We tried to break. We had a couple of shots as well. It was brave of him. I think listen. It was great, and he has this knack for the big games now. He's got the knack of having I don't know what it is. I hope we can do it for the whole, no matter who the opponent is. Like starting on Wednesday. Do you know what I mean? But he was brilliant. I think he got him into there. I think he got it. Like all this week, he's not dismissed the title race. He's not said we're in a title race, but he's not dismissed it. He's not dismissed it. He's not done what he did last year and said yes. No. He's gone
spot on.
We're going well. We'll wait. We'll see if February, March we're doing well. But he got it there, and I think that helps as well. I think that really helps. And I know Rob. And I'm sort of in agreement. Maybe he should have left Esteban on a bit longer. Maybe something like that. See what happens. But I'm just now. When he does the starting lineups or anything, I'm not questioning now during the game. I'm going to question it after the.
Question it after. Because personally, I wouldn't have started João Pedro.
I think he's earned the trust. Do you know what I mean? It was brilliant. It was brilliant, and he made Arteta bring on basically unload the gun. Yesterday, the attacking thing, and that I don't think Arteta's subs helped him at all. I think there was too many attacking players on there, and he took Zubimendi off and left Rice in there. And by the way, Rice played okay yesterday, played goodish. That block on Neto in the first half was very good, but we should have scored on that one. Neto should have scored on that one and taken his shot. But no, I thought Maresca, I think especially after the red card, got everything spot on, the tactics and everything. And we're talking about them, but the midfield pair. I know Reece has got loads of, and rightfully so, but Enzo as well after that red card was magnificent. He was brilliant. Good on Fofana and Chalobah as well. Brilliant.
He was brilliant, bro. Yeah. It's so crazy as well. Someone said this to me yesterday. I can't remember who I was talking to. Who was I talking to yesterday? Someone said this, bro. Every time Esteval starts, we get a red, bruv. Yeah. That started against United. Red card. He started against Brighton. Red card. Yeah, I don't know what time, bro. You need to go to church now. Yeah, I know you go to church every Sunday.
Man United.
United as well. Someone's trying to do something. Yeah, so next time you go to church, I'm telling you, get some holy water, sprinkle it at the bridge on the floor.
He started on Tuesday against Barcelona, and they got a red card.
And they got a red.
I'm telling you, what's going on?
Didn't Ajax get a player sent off as well?
Yes, they did.
They did. Yeah, they did.
Well, there's something not right there, There's actually something not right there, bro. Every time this guy starts in the Prem, I promise you, we get sent off. We get a sending off, and he's the one that gets sacrificed because naturally, bro, he's 18, innit? Like Rob Maresca right now is not gonna fully trust him to do the whole defensive work and the physicality and that when he's still growing into.
We got a red card. We got a red card in that game as well, didn't we? Because João Pedro got sent off against Ajax as well.
No, he got sent off the game before. He played against Ajax.
He got sent off against Benfica. Yeah,
Benfica. Yeah.
No, he didn't start that game.
Yeah, no, I think exactly. I think with with Moresca, and Andrew pointed this out, that he's learned, right? Because the last few times we've had red card, he's been panic station, right?
Mhm.
It's been panic station where he just, I gotta make a sub, But I think the position that you get it right in also helps. Like if it's a goalkeeper, you definitely have to make a sub because it's a goalkeeper. And if it's a center back, then you definitely need to make a sub. But when it's a DM or a striker, right? That you can be like, you know what? Let me chill until halftime, right? You can just drop Fernandez back and make that double pivot. The wingers will help and get us to halftime, and then we'll reassess. And I thought when we went into halftime, I said you have to take Esteval out and bring Garnacho in, right?
Mhm.
And I thought I would give Joao Pedro maybe 15 minutes in the second half and see what he does, and I'll bring Liam Delap on, right? I thought the substitution that he made were absolutely spot on, because you needed a Delap that can press a little bit more and that can do some of the hold up play. I know it wasn't fantastic, but I think his presence just helped out, just keeping the Arsenal center backs honest. And I think the two wingers did a defensive job. Now the thing is, like, that 1v1 that Neto had against Nkapie, they're just like, okay, I just wish that was Esteban in that particular position, right? Running it Nkapie on yellow. Yeah, I just wish that was Esteban. But then again, the defensive work that Neto was putting in and Garnacho was putting in, I thought that those were crucial into.
Neto got excited. I know them ones. Before when you see the goal, it's like, yo, I can see myself scoring already. I'm getting
exactly.
excited. Man can see the Instagram post. Man, he likes this one. He
likes that one.
He likes that one. This guy does like 55 celebrations at once. He'll be like this, then he'll be like that. You know what I mean? Then he'll be like, he'll do some weird shit. You know what I'm saying, bro? Yeah. Aye. But listen, we've got over 200 people here as well. Man like AJ just joined us. Let me quickly go through the super chat. Man like Jimmy's in the background as well. Jim, man, what you saying, man? What you lot saying, man?
Why you wish that was Esteval? You worry about Esteval missing Neto's chance and Esteval.
No, I'm just saying.
Esteval missed Esteval chance. You want him to miss Neto's chance?
No, I just when Nkapie is on the yellow, like I would rather Esteval being the one running at him rather than Neto, right? It just that's.
Esteval. I get that point. But let me quickly read the super chat so I can bring AJ in, and obviously Jim, I'll bring you in into a sec as well. Big up. Is it Stefan? Yeah, big up Stefan. Says, I hate when a team outplay the opponent. People say they have a bad game. How about the other team make them look like shit?
Exactly.
Right.
Agreed.
And someone else said it here as well. Stefan again. He said, I didn't think Arsenal was shit. I just think that Chelsea made them look average. It's as simple as that. And big up Matt as well. Big up my guy Matt, man. He says, my bro, Don, what you saying? Banter aside, big up Chelsea for real. You guys were sensational. And AJ, this is something that we hear all the time, bro. When we battered PSG, it was always their off day. When we battered Barcelona, well, they went down to 10 men. Well, how did you think they got 10 men in the first place, broski? Right? When we played against Arsenal, it's they're missing Saliba, they're missing this guy. Teams, it's like people can't just give Chelsea credit. It's like they're in denial that we've actually got a good team. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yes, bro. That's the natural progression of a hater. They just can't admit they can't admit shit, Even after it's proven, big up Stefan, he can admit it, or whoever sent that super chat, but a lot of Arsenal fans can't admit it. Before the game they was talking heavy. Now it's we still in first place, we is this, that, and the third, you celebrating a draw. Like, it's crazy. So, it's just a natural hater, that's really what it is.
100%, bro. That's what it is, man. What did you think yesterday, AJ, bro? For you, like, are you happy with that result, bro? Or are you feeling, quite deflated, like a lot of Chelsea fans I'm speaking to right now?
I think you could have multiple feelings. I think looking from the game, especially that first half, we was on them. We was clearly the better team, like by far. Energy wise, quality wise, chance wise, we was just on top of them, and it felt like we was gonna get that win based on how the game was flowing out. We just needed to score our chances. We kept having chance after chance, opportunity after opportunity. We just weren't putting the ball in the net. So that was the only one problem, because Arsenal's still a quality team. They can still get their goal. They have quality players. But listen, man, I'm happy that we didn't lose one, because I didn't want to lose that game. Losing that game would have been like a mental blow to the team and to the fan base. It would have been a big mental blow. But, you know, on how the game played out, you know, a draw is a good result for us because we had 10 men for like an hour of the game. That's difficult, man. That's, you know, we, as a fan base, we already cook our defense, you know, as our defensive, you know, issues are clear. You know, we have a lot of individual errors, but recently our defense been tight. And yesterday, you know, solidifies that, you know, we have potential. The potential is there defensively. You know, maybe we just need one, you know, Fofana. Look at what, first of all, Fofana is insane. Like he's really, like he's on form, like right away though. He just in the team and on form. So that's crazy. That's a blessing right there.
Blessing, broski. You know what I mean? Jim, honestly, bro, what does Fofana bring to this team, man? Because I'm running out of words. I'm running out of adjectives to say for this guy, right? I keep saying, for me, this is our version of Gabriel, right? In terms of the profile that he brings, the quality that he brings, the solidity he brings to the team, the aerial duels, Jim. This guy, every time he jumps up, I know he's getting the ball. I know he's winning it in the air every single time, Jim. What's he brought to this team, man? Honestly, what's he brought to this team for you, man?
Yeah, he brought us no Tosin and no. That's the main thing he brought us.
What I said. What he brought is no Tosin.
No Tosin.
No Tosin, yo. So we don't have to, like, if Tosin has to play in one game here and there, I'm not bothered because that's what he can do. If Tosin got to play 4 or 5 in a row, oh my God, I'm not worried about Fofana playing many games in a row.
Yeah,
I'm just interested to see how they schedule him because we need to be prepared for him to just not be on the roster and be like, yo, what happened? Nothing happened. They just not gonna play. So you know what I mean? Expect to see some of that. It's gonna be games like that where he's not even gonna be on the paper. He's not gonna be on the sheet because he's not gonna play. That's the only thing that worry me about him is we don't get to know the schedule, like when he's gonna play and when he's not. And more than likely they know. You know what I mean? So I just wish that we knew that. But outside of that, man, you know, Fofana looking like Fofana, man. He had his moment where and I can't blame him personally because I haven't even studied it back. But when I see Moreno in the box by himself, I my first blame is going to be center backs. Either way, I don't know which one to blame yet, but somebody fucked up. Yeah, I mean,
it was Fofana. It was Fofana. That was his man.
Chalaba was trying to cover Cuckoo. Then there was a massive hole.
It was like a little space, like, and he I thought that's what I thought, but I didn't study it. I didn't study it. So I didn't want to come and try to like crash on him, and I didn't know for sure. When I crash, I like to know what I saw. I didn't really get to see it for sure, so I ain't really want to blame him. But I thought it was Fofana's guy, being that I knew that Trev was helping out on the double team on Saka, which I didn't mind. I just wish they were more in sync. They wasn't in sync. But other than that, sorry, Fofana. And he can recover. That's the main thing. I'm never worried about recovery. If the ball when the ball go wide and it goes over his head, I'm not worried. Because I know while that ball going over his head, he's catching up. When that ball's going over Tosin's head, he's cooked. You know, it ain't
cooked, bro.
He's cooked.
Jimmy, you're spot on when you say that, bro. Because I'm telling you, when you're playing ads, bro, and you've got a liability at the back and you're targeting him, right? Mentally in your head, you're like, bro, I know I'm going to have this guy for pace. I know I'm going to have this guy 1v1. But when you've got a guy like a Fofana ads where he's just putting out fires whenever you're trying something, it's going to be mentally tiring for you, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Eventually you'll get to a point where it's like, yo, when I get the ball, I'm not even trying to take man on because he's just getting me every time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, ads?
Yeah. You know, this is the form that we were seeing in the Leicester season, bro. Like, this is why he was getting rave reviews. This is why, like, he was at times seen at the same level as Saliba. He was even seen as, like, Saliba's big bro when they played together in France. So, like, yeah, man, this is what you want to see from a guy that we spent, you know, the best part of 80 million on. Unlike Reece James, when he's come back into the team from injuries, he's not really hit the ground running. But again, not everybody's like Reece James. So that's been disappointing. But again, this last run of form has been excellent, bro. Like, again, who was a very big critic and still a big critic of Chalobah, and I get it, because obviously he's shown many times he's not been up to it, but he's also shown Chalobah that when he's alongside a competent centre-back, he can look competent. And again, Fofana's looking at the A-side centre-back, and Chalobah right now is doing his thing. He's performing as good as Fofana at times, and sometimes even better than Fofana. So it's great to see us have a partnership that is looking decent on paper, but it's actually performing at a top level. But that's 4 clean sheets in 5 games. Only 1 goal conceded against Arsenal, who, you know, have been scoring against everybody pretty much this season. And that's the least amount of chances Arsenal has created in a Premier League game since October last year. So, like, we did that with 10 men, a team that people don't even rate defensively. So there's a lot of positives to take. But again, the biggest thing is just not winning. It's just jarring because I'm looking at our fixtures coming up. Obviously, we'll get into it because obviously we've got a midweek game as well. But Leeds coming up away, Bournemouth away, Atalanta away, and then Everton at home. You know, those are all potential banana skin games where we got to show that, oh no, we're not the Chelsea from a couple of seasons ago or last season. No, we're going to actually go on a run. But we've been on a decent run in the Prem. Obviously, we had this draw now that it can happen. So now just cement it by going on a winning run, because this draw against Arsenal at home, against the, you know, the league leaders, the best team in Europe, it's not a bad draw with 10 men if you go and follow up that up by getting 3-4 wins on the bounce. If we go and drop points to Leeds, then, you know, we're just back to square one.
No, 100%, broski. And listen, let me come to you, Andrew. Right, in terms of, you know, Reece in that midfield. You know, the battle was meant to be Caicedo versus Rice. Yeah, and I'll be real, people. Rice before the red card, I wasn't seeing this guy, bro. It's only after the red card I'm seeing man basically playing as a centre back. He was getting the ball from the centre backs, driving up into the space that was there because we had 1 less man, and then passing it to Saka or passing it on the other side. Right, Reece was the best player on the pitch, let alone midfielder. He was the best player in the pitch, bro. How good was he for you, man, Andrew?
I don't have enough words. He just, you know, for a guy who's, I mean, he did everything yesterday. I mean, they were against 2 players in that midfield. I don't care what anyone says that, or like for 60 minutes, not 3 players, not 4 players. They had the numerical advantage, but he played like, I'm going to give him the best compliment I can. He played like Kante in the Champions League final, where there was fucking 3 of them on that pitch. That's what it seemed like to me. Reece was everywhere on that pitch. He was winning fouls. He was getting the ball. He got that bit of play where Gusto gave him a fucking turkey of a pass, and he managed to recover it and then hit the ball over to Garnacho. He's just sensational, and this is what a fully now fit Reece James is. Do you know what I mean? This is not the stop-start we've had for like 3 years where he comes back and shows his glimpses and he's out for a few months and he comes back. He was absolutely magnificent yesterday. And I don't care if people have more passing stats and that and everything like that. It's the way you pass it. It's who you pass it to. It's how you affect the game. Because I can have 100% pass rate if I pass sideways and backwards. Do you know what I mean? Like Jabby or something like that.
It's true.
You know what I mean? This guy, he was brilliant, and that was a captain's performance yesterday. That was legend, leader, all that. You know what I mean? Like John Terry has. That's what he did yesterday, and he was absolutely. Yeah, I can't think of more superlatives to give to him. He was sensational. It was one of the best. I was going to say that's. In a big game, that's one of the best individual performances I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, 100%, bro. 100%. Yo, he was flying. He was flying. You know, one thing about me, what I always say about Reece in the middle, right, is that there's times where he can be a little bit reactive rather than proactive, like when he's reading the space. And I feel like maybe that's just a thing where he's still trying to trust his body. But for this one, Rob, he said, yo, this is Arsenal. We hate these guys. And right now, we're trying to stop them from winning the league. Yeah. We're trying to get back into that title race. And the way that he was, especially off the ball, broski, it felt like Caicedo was still in the midfield, right? Yeah. And one thing that I said, Rob, when those rumors that Reece was going to become the captain and he became a captain and that, I was kind of looking at it like, bro, he's kind of got that captaincy on a technicality because everyone left the club. It wasn't going to go to Sterling. It wasn't really going to go to Chilwell. Chilwell got the vice. But when I'm looking at Reece as a captain, I'm like, I don't really know if Reece is captain material. He might, you know, lead by example in terms of performances. But in terms of like vocally, he's a bit introverted. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be real. I feel like he's kind of grown into that role as a leader. I was watching him off the ball, like, you know, there's things where the camera don't show you. The way he was pumping up the crowd, bro. The way that he was even talking to people, like, yo, saying, yo, get here. I'm like, yo, this guy has actually, you know, grown in that role as a leader. Because I was a bit skeptical about him being a captain. But now I'm like, yo, Reece needs to be playing because this is our captain.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, for a while last season, you know, when when he was, he was playing one game here and one game here, it felt to me like Enzo Fernandez was the captain, right? Most of last season. And I gotta give Maresca credit for this, because Maresca challenged him last season and said Reece needs to improve his leadership, right? And he has, and you can see how he's directing, how he's, I think we cleared an Arsenal attack one time, and he was asking people like, get out, like, Tom, get a, he was directing traffic, he was shouting at people, he was, pumping the crowd up again, and not just that, his performance was leading by example, right? He was, he was a voice on the pitch, and his, his feet, his mouth and his feet, and both his feet did the talking yesterday. And that's what you need from your leader. That's what you need from your leader. So prop up to Reece, and and I gotta echo Andrew here. Like, this is why I gotta, I think we all need to just trust Maresca at this point and stop doubting him, because when he came in and said, I've watched Reece midfield performances, and for me, they can be a good midfield option, and all of us just say, I mean, I don't want to see.
Not all of us. Not all of us.
So most people were like, nah, I want to see Reece midfield, play him right. I want to see him bombing up and down, and bombing up and down and crossing. It's like, no, brother. If Maresca saw Reece,
wait, hold on a second. Wherever I stressed about him bombing up and down, I've said we need to reserve him, if anything.
Break the ads, bro. I'm trying to.
I thought you were pointing at me. Yeah, ads are a criminal.
I'm waiting patiently. I'll let you cook.
When you see him, when you see him against the likes of PSG, Barcelona, and even Liverpool, and all that, putting performances like this in midfield, and you just say, hey, and some people gotta be like, if Maresca sees, who we consider right back as a midfielder, trust that is a midfielder. If Maresca sees Enzo Fernandez as a box crusher rather than a deep line playmaker, trust that that's what Maresca sees, and we trust that's what the manager is seeing in his players, and we're gonna see bear fruit, in the long run. And so prop up to him. And I thought this was, I know people are crushing out on Caicedo because it was the Rice and Caicedo. I thought this was an indictment on Declan Rice. Like, if your opponent Caicedo gets a red and you don't dominate that midfield, and it's a right back by trade that come and dominate and is the best midfield on the pitch, and I follow him by that, it is Enzo Fernandez, and then that's the indictment on Declan Rice right there. Because if Declan Rice had gotten a red, Caicedo would have, if it was the other way around, and Caicedo going up against 10 men, he would have dominated. You would have seen his imprint everywhere on that pitch. Like, I'm seeing toward the end of the game.
No, that was a good talking point.
Declan Rice is behind Mosquera. Like, how is Mosquera more advanced than Declan Rice on the pitch?
How did I not think of that?
Rob, you're spot on. I said the same thing.
Like, this should be. I know people are killing Caicedo. This
right down, Jimmy. Right down.
How are you not dominating this midfield against 10 men? And it's Reece James and Enzo Fernandez who are the better midfield on the pitch.
And he didn't dominate at all.
I'm so happy you said that. So happy you said that. Go on, Jim. Go. Come in there, Jim, man. Because, boy, I literally said this to my boy earlier. I said, bro, if you, man, had 10 men, and with our midfield, I think we would have finished you, bro. Yeah. This guy was telling me before the game. Big up Dan. Yeah. He was telling me before the game.
Imagine they're down to 10 men and Timber comes and dominates the midfield over Caicedo.
Exactly.
Or Myers Lewis Kelly comes and dominates over Enzo Fernandez.
Yeah, or Lewis Smelly. Smelly. He'd be like,
what's going on?
Tweet that so I can retweet it, man. Tweet it so I can retweet it. I don't want to steal it from you. You tweet it so I can retweet it, bro. But go on, Jim, you're about to come. Actually, let me go to ads first. Ads, go. You're about to cook a Reece.
Yeah, listen, I want to rave. I want to wax Liverpool about Reece, and I'll hold my hands up and say that even at times seeing him in midfield, I'm like, is it the best option? Is it that? But again, I've been saying for weeks now, because again, I've been the one backing the manager saying, listen, man, then just trust the manager in it. Even though the Reece thing in midfield, I'm like, is there better options? But listen, Reece James is doing what Reece James does, bro. Whether he's right back, whether he's centre back, whether he's in midfield, right wing back, this guy puts in world-class performances, man of the match performances, wherever he is on the pitch. So, of course, this is the top quality player, bro. It doesn't surprise me that he can go and dominate Declan Rice like that. That's amazing. And big up the manager. Again, Jimmy's wilding. Again, I'm the guy who was telling people, have patience with Reece James, because this is one of our best players. This is the guy who's going to be in our all-time 11 when it's all said and done, comfortably. And listen, bro, like, you put the Timber conversations to bed, because I'm sorry, you can't be comparing a man like Timber to a complete footballer like Reece James. And I said this weeks ago with Sam on the show, right? Saying that, Reece James is one of the best footballers in the world in his position that plays in defense, anywhere in defense. And he was like, how can you say that? How can you say that about Reece James? What's he done? What's he proven? Champions League winner. Again, one of the best players for his country when he plays for his country. Been doing it for us for years. And yeah, he was injured for a while and it can happen. But my man's been fit for a whole year now. His last injury was, I think, over 365 days ago. He's only missed one game this calendar year, and that was because of an illness. So, like, bro, this guy's been back. He's been showing that he is one of the best players in his position in the world, if not the best player in his position in the world. And guess what? He's better than certain man's favorite MCM in midfield when he steps into there too. So, brother, this guy, absolute legend. And guys like this, we got to make sure that they win everything, because this guy's good enough to win everything, bro. Everything.
Exactly.
Also, I'm going to quickly say into the group chat as well,
go.
because man like Andrew said that he's gone up against 3 man in their midfield. It was actually 4, bro. Marino was dropping in 2, so that was a 4-man midfield against Reece James. And then the guys that we actually say that shouldn't be playing in the pivot. We say that these guys at times haven't got the mobility to play in the pivot, but yet they bossed most of that game without Caicedo there. Interesting.
They brought on Skelly as well. They brought on Skelly. They brought on Skelly to like outnumber us.
What did Timber do in attacking stats? Nothing.
Nothing. Some shit cross.
No. He did some shit cross. He done it. No. He done it great. No. He did a big play in the last minutes of the game, bro. He cleared the ball for us. That stopped Joker scoring, bro.
He's
amazing clearing.
Yeah.
We got Timber. We got Timber, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But listen, we've got over nearly 300 people here, man, and we ain't touched 150 likes yet. Make sure that you lot smash up those likes. AJ, what did you think of the attack in this game, man? Because for me, the attack was shabby. Jim was at it again, with the lap crashing, and it's fair. It's fair. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, right? I'm not going to overly defend him today because I don't think he was great when he came on, but at the same time, bro,
Couch was defending him.
Yeah. Couch was defending him hella, bro. But for me, AJ, I think like we just wasted the opportunities that we got to do something in the attack, bro. I don't think our attack is what got us that draw. If anything, it was our midfield and our defense that got us that draw and should have won us the game.
Yeah, I think we got that draw because of how, even though we weren't efficient in the final third, we were just like connected as a team. So I think that's really where we had our advantage over Arsenal. But the attack, bro, I was just watching like the first 30 minutes of the game before we got on this live. We had countless opportunities attacking, like literally approaching their box. Like we just needed to make the right decision. Even Esteval one pass to I think it was Cucurella or somebody making an overlap. Even it was Gusto making a free run into the box. He overhit the pass. Esteval got like 4 golden opportunities to affect the scoreboard, and he just didn't execute. João Pedro got into situations. He's not being decisive. That's my thing with João Pedro is it's like he wants to do too much at once. He just needs to make up his mind on what he's gonna do and do it. You understand?
Yep.
Enzo got into situations. There was one where Timber made a good block on his shot. Neto got in. Bro, our attack yesterday, it was dangerous, but it just wasn't efficient. And that's where we need to, make that step up. Then we bring on the lap second half. The lap is just, listen, man, when you get a striker from a certain level, even though the lap is a promising youngster, he has a lot to learn. He's not connected with the team, and it's very clear that there's not really much of a connection between the midfielders and the wingers and the lap. And that's going to take time. That's where Maresca needs to work on with the lap, because he has the potential is there, right? But can you put it together? And you see why, to me, having the lap has shown me that I think we need to still look into getting a striker. Like we need to get a serious striker, because to me, João Pedro is not a full striker. The lap is not somebody who's going to lead us to a title. Like we got to just be honest. So we still are missing that position. Now we have pieces that we could work with, right? Rob, you said that you would rather the lap over Osimhen. There's no way that we can make that statement no more. That statement is out the window. So It's out the window, bro. It's out the window. But we're not gonna get Osimhen. So I
Bro,
don't know.
Omega's coming in it. Omega's coming. Forget about Osimhen, bro. That's not happening.
Yeah, we're not getting
That's not
Osimhen.
happening. Like that boat is it's sold, bro. It's gone. Like he's gonna stay in Turkey now. He'll probably go to like Saudi after. He's done. He's done, bro. He ain't coming to the Prem. If he does come to the Prem, it'll be to one of these teams, maybe like a Sunderland or something later on. Right? Yeah. He's not coming to no Chelsea, no Arsenal, no Man City. That's done, bro. It's over. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I agree with a lot of what you've said there. Jim, what was it? What was it for you, bro? What what did it for you, bro?
With the lap?
With the lap, yeah, with the lap, bro.
He could no filter, brother.
Yo, that dude I be trying to be nice, yo, but what the fuck does he do, bro? What does he do? Like he's not scoring. He's not getting shots off. Like he fucked me. He fucked my head up when he got a ball zipped up to him. He controlled it, set it down, went to make a step. Nobody touched him, and he fucking fell again, bro. Then after he fell, he looked around. Nobody still didn't come to him, and he started fucking fiddling with the ball with his feet. You know what I'm talking about. You saw it, Rod.
I know what you're talking about.
Get up.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I remember that one.
I'm like, yo, Delac, come on, bro. What are you doing? I'm not even trying to be funny when I say this. Jackson would never.
You're on mute.
We've seen Jackson fall over, bro. We've seen Jackson fall over.
No,
let's not
what
do
I'm
that.
talking about.
The problem with the lap is we're meant to be getting a more refined striker, and I do believe in the box he's way more refined than a Jackson. But this again, if you're gonna do the hard man gimmick like a Diego Costa, you can't turn that on and off, bro. You gotta be on it 24/7. You can't be falling on the floor like a stripper, bro. Like,
when they fell on the floor, everyone around me, bro. It was like, what the hell is he doing? Like, what's he doing?
Yes, because
bro, and the ball, and before their goal, he's the one who gave it away, and when it was an opportunity to counter and have a release Neto. Yeah, but even the carry ball, but the way he lost the ball was like the lap, bro. Like again, all I'm gonna say is that game. Yeah, I won't talk on that, right? I'll let you talk on that. But all I'm gonna say is that kind of game state that's meant to be built for a physical 9 like the lap, and he's meant to come onto that game and at least give us something. Again, it's hard circumstances without 10 men, whatever, but give us something. And bro, he gave us nothing, bro. That's
he's supposed to
very
eat
disappointing.
it.
And that's what I keep telling you, man. I said it to you a few weeks back, bro. Like, listen, I'm not gonna come here and start defending, man. Yeah, like what Couch was doing in the group chat. I've just said, I've been honest with you. Like, I've said, bro, I don't think we're gonna see the best of him until the second half of the season. I just have to give man time because I understand that he's literally just come back. He's trying to learn how to play with the team. We're trying to learn how to play with him. When he came on as well, I'll be honest, people, he was getting crowded. As soon as he was getting on the ball, Mosquera and Hincapié and that, these guys were just crowding his ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? Right? I don't think João Pedro was great in the game. You can talk about his hold-up was better, cool, but I don't think he was great in the game. Bro, I'm sitting in Matthew Harding lower behind the goal, right? When the guy had 2 opportunities to shoot, I can clearly see that Raya is stuck in the mud.
Not pull the trigger. What's wrong with
shoot,
Pedro?
Bro.
I mean, yo, Don, y'all need to shout to this motherfucker. Shoot! Shout that.
We said it. We said it, Jim. We said it, bro.
I think for the two, there has to be a mindset adjustment, right? I think the lab is still maybe thinking. I think he hasn't adjusted yet. That, brother, you are at Chelsea. Just settle down, relax. Right? Everything he seems to be doing, just like he's still nervous. It seems like he's nervous. Like you just got a brand new toy that you don't want. I
don't think he's nervous. I think he's overthinking. I think he's trying too hard.
I'm saying you either nervous or you overthinking because you think like you don't belong. I think you just need to accept. I am at Chelsea. I belong to Chelsea. Let me be the lap that I am. Let me play my game. Stop trying to overthink things. Stop trying to overdo things here left and right. Trying to be like Jackson. Trying to be like this player. Trying to be like that player. No, just be Liam Delap. Same as João Pedro also need to change the mindset because even at Brighton, he was never a volume shooter. You need to understand that at Chelsea, you're gonna get way more chances, and those chances are expected from you, a player like you yourself, with the quality that you possess, to be buried like that. If you can't shoot yourself, like lay it out to Esteban.
Yeah,
taking this, too many chances, trying to dribble, trying to create a I think it's the Deserby. Deserby, like, wait until you walk into the goal. Like, no, brother. At some point, you gotta shoot on goal.
Yeah, but Robbie, no, he loves playing against Arsenal though. That's the weird thing about it, bro. He loves playing against Arsenal. He even scored against them at the Emirates last year, and that's where I'm hoping that this guy will pay us back, because he owes us now. He owes us rent. Yeah. You pay us back when we go to the Emirates in February, because I'm ready for that one, bro. I want to play that game tomorrow, in fact. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling about that. I'm telling you, I want to play that game tomorrow. But big up MNG. He says, what was João Pedro doing after he beat Nkappi? Just shoot the ball already. I'm tired of these attackers dilly-dallying. His decision-making is so sus, bro. His decision-making has not been good enough, man. I know he's been playing for an injury and that, but broski, like, just be more decisive. Like, Palmer will see the pass. He'll play it. He'll see the shot. He'll shoot. Like, Palmer gets a lot of shots off, right? Learn, bro. How about you go watch him in training? Yeah,
it's a mental thing though. Like, it's because, again, Delap came to the team not really being known for being a goal scorer, and if you're not scoring goals, that's one, probably you're not taking enough shots, or you're not hitting the target enough, you're not hitting your corners. But it's gonna take time, because again, we're not buying them from Bayern Munich's and PSG's. We're buying them from lower level teams, that we're hoping that we see potential in them. So it's going to take a year or two for them to hit that level, because this is a different level. The lap is going to take him a year or two for sure. As a striker, it's even harder. João Pedro is going to take him another year or so for him to get that muscle memory of taking his shots, playing quick, making a quick decision, playing with better players. So hopefully that, that's just what we're hoping for. We're hoping for all these players to hit their form and play the best that they've ever played, because they've never played at this level before. So that's
it's honestly for me, it's like a mental block, bro. You just need to get out of your head and just keep it simple, bro. Keep it simple.
Yeah,
it's up there, Jim. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like when I'm watching João Pedro, I'm like, come on, bro. Like, when you wasn't thinking about what you were doing before, Club World Cup, bro, short on goal. He's not thinking.
Club World Cup, you can see he wasn't even thinking. He was just flowing. Now he had a few bad games, and then he scored some goal. Then he scored. He still, because even when he was having bad games, he was scoring. Now I just think he overthinking, because you can see even when he won, he got the ball one time and then he turned and then he like looked twice, like don't look, shoot.
Yeah.
One thing I do give him though, I think the pass that he didn't make to Esteval, that layoff to Enzo was perfect. Enzo should have kept running. I don't know.
Well, when Enzo shot first time. Yeah. And again, Jim, what did I say the other day?
Enzo didn't shoot it. It went. Nobody got. Enzo didn't get to it.
Who was it that passed to Enzo? Who was it that passed to Enzo again? Remind me.
No. That was João Pedro. João Pedro kind of was trying to get it to Esteval, but he lost it.
Jimmy's talking about where he didn't pull the trigger and he passed instead, and it went wide.
But Enzo.
Yeah.
Down the left.
I know, but Jim, I think he was like us, expecting to pull the trigger.
Either way, as Enzo, you still got.
I understand, but I think he
still
thought.
I think
he thought though. I think he thought like there was no one in front. There was no one in front of Pedro.
Yeah.
The reason why I forgave him on that, but I don't know what they showed on y'all. On American TV, they actually showed the opposite view, and with that opposite view, the reason why I don't think he felt comfortable shooting or passing to Esteval, because he was stretched. His leg was completely stretched. He couldn't bend the knee or nothing. He was completely stretched. Right. So for him to do anything, it would have been literally him just ankle and foot. So he controlled it. Once he controlled it, somehow, I don't know how, he saw Enzo over his shoulder and he laid it. If Enzo would have kept running, the way that pass took out two defenders, and the keeper was just stuck. Enzo probably just would have been able to slap that shit bottom left-hand corner with nothing. But I understand why Enzo didn't. But at the same time, I will also say.
And once again, Jimmy, Enzo had a shot again. He had a shot, bro. Yeah.
Yes, Enzo, with the pass back, and then he shot it up. Pick a corner, Enzo. Pick a corner.
Broski, if you're going to shoot like that, you're right. If you're going to shoot like that, pick a corner. Or lace the ball. How many times have I got to say lace it? How many times have I got to say lace it?
Try whip it. You have to try whip it near post.
Yo,
Do Yeah,
I've
bro,
never
like,
seen
never
Enzo
defend me
lace.
like that.
I've never
He's
seen
no-
Enzo lace a ball before. Like
He-
No, brother, he
always-
laces it for Argentina, bro. For
Argentina.
Argentina.
bro.
For Argentina, he stay lacing it. I don't
Oh,
know
For
Yeah.
us,
Always
yeah.
trying to gently
For us.
caress that shit into the fucking corner, bro.
Yo.
slap
Yeah,
the
man.
ball,
For us, it's a joke thing to
For
be honest.
us, yeah, it's probably against Villa. Remember against Villa, he was cooking and the ball came to him and he just hit it one time.
He hit it
Martinez
one
couldn't
time.
get nowhere near it.
Against Spurs
Yeah.
as well. Against
Yeah.
Spurs as well.
But Spurs as well, yeah, Spurs as well.
Yeah.
But he doesn't do that enough.
He
He
Bro.
has,
Like,
to be, he has to be on the volley. When it's on the floor,
Yes, when it's
he,
on the
yeah.
he laces them on the
places it.
volley.
Yeah,
When it's on the
you're
floor,
right.
he
Yep.
tried to
He
caress
tried
it,
to
like
place it. Yeah.
bend
Yeah.
it,
When it's
place
on the
it.
volley,
He
he puts his
doesn't
foot
like
through it.
when it's on the volley. Yes, he
He
will.
puts his foot through it,
He
yeah.
will.
It's so annoying. It's so annoying, bro.
It
But
is.
big up Stefan again. I'll come to you for this, Andrew. Actually, I'll come to you. I'll come to you, Andrew, and I'll come to you, Rob. It says on Caicedo, I don't think he was as stupid as everybody was saying. It was just a misfortunate one for him. I hope he learns from it. What JT did against Barcelona was stupid. What's your take on that red card incident, Andrew? Man, was it a red for you first of all?
Oh yeah, it was a red. Like Bentancur's was a red that should have been against Spurs. It was the same type of challenge. So it's a red for me. I've no problem with that. And they're both stupid. JT was stupid at Barcelona, and Caicedo was stupid. He was Russia blood, whatever it was. He was very. I know he sometimes is a bit rash, but he's very calculated with the rash. Sometimes, you know what I mean. He leaves a little bit, but doesn't go too overboard. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it was definitely stupid of him because there's also it wasn't even like a last ditch tackle or anything like that. Or it was right near the halfway line. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't. They weren't doing anything. They hadn't. You know, we were on top. We were passing the ball around. And it was just I don't know. Why don't someone has to ask him why he did that? Obviously, he tried to get away with it by feigning injury after he tackled. It's like, did these players like when they cross the line they forget there's VAR or something?
It's mad.
Just like go.
I just saw man smiling. You know he's got a new teeth now, and he's got the veneers now. Yeah. I just see him smiling. I say, yeah, you're a guilty man. You guilty as fuck. You know what I'm saying, bro? You guilty as fuck.
I just think. Listen, it's a learning curve for him. All right, in the next big game he plays, just to say, do you know what? I'm just gonna tune all the noise out of this whoever Rice versus Caicedo bullshit contest, and just like focus on the game like that. Do you know what I mean? Just let my play do the talking because I thought he was having a good game up until he got sent off. Do you know what I mean? He was part of the reason why they didn't settle. He was rushing around. He was rushing them, bro. He was like in a mosh pit. He was like just in a mosh pit with a light splash. And he was punching everyone and getting away with it. That's what he was doing. And the referee was being very lenient with him because he was leaving a few on him, and that was an old school. That's what I said to you at the start. That's what you do to Arsenal. Arsenal still got that gene where you rough them up. They don't like it. They don't like it, bro. You rough them up, they're done.
You're spot on, Angel. I think
it's true. You smiled like you know it is. You know when your mom cooks. You know back in the day, like your mom will cook, and she'll say, "Yo, only take one meat for today, innit?" And you have to go down. You go downstairs. And you move the pot out the way, you move the lid out the way like this, and then your mom comes downstairs and she catches you stealing meat from the pot, fam. That was Caicedo, I'm telling you, bro. You got caught stealing meat from the pot, bro. I'm telling you, broski.
No,
go on, Rob.
let me. You see, you wanted to. I lost my train of thought, but I think no. That's one thing he needs to improve on. I think that's one thing he needs to improve on is because there's been a few of those that have been borderline reds. And but he gets fortunate to give a yellow, and there's been a lot of them where he wins the ball fairly, and he gets called the foul, and so I think he needs to time to adjust his angles, like maybe study Kante, because Kante used to really win them clean, like there was no question, no argument that Kante's won the ball. Like I think that's one part of his game that he needs.
Where do you think he got the smile from?
I think that's the one thing he needs to slightly improve on.
Kante's smile was innocent though. Caicedo was guilty as fuck.
That one was a guilty one. That one was a guilty one, bro.
And the angles and I think one of the major things that we did to Arsenal yesterday is that Arsenal will go into the game and they will outduel every opponent. They will win every duel every opponent that they will out physical. They will out But yesterday we matched them and even outdid them as far as winning our individual duels, and that's the one.
Even at the Emirates, Broski,
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys remember,
that's
we
the
lost
one
that
thing.
game, but physically, bro, we had that.
Yeah,
Physically,
that is the
punching
one
them
thing.
about.
That is the one thing that about us that we can go into the game. You want to play football? We play football with you. You want to make this a physical battle? Yeah. We can match you there as well because we got players that are physical and technical as well. So we can do either way. PSG, you want to play football? Yes, we play football with you, but you can't match us physically. Barcelona, we can play football with you, but physically you can't match us. Arsenal, we can match you physically, but footballing wise, no, brother. You know, we got players, you know, who have footballing ability that are superior to Arsenal's, and so we can match your physicality and also surpass you on the footballing end.
Yeah, let me go on, because like for me, there's a very fine line between aggression and being rash, and we could see the actual game plan from the manager was definitely these guys. We need to get stuck into their faces. We need to be aggressive, be on their touches, and you saw that with the likes of Cucurella, with Caicedo, Enzo. You saw the way Enzo was even getting onto Noni as well. Like, I love that shit. So that was definitely a game plan.
He booted him in the air.
Aggressive all the time. You see, this is part of Caicedo's game, but it just in that case it went a bit too far. But I was Arsenal fans doing the most. Like, oh my god, he cost Chelsea the team. This is why he's not elite. He gets red cards. He's rash. I mean, firstly, that's his first red card for us.
That's cool.
First red card in the Prem. First red card in the Prem, bro.
Yeah, first in the Prem, bro. Like, I literally, like, you look at all these guys' favorite midfielders from the 2000s and whatnot. Your Roy Keane's got bare red cards. Vieira got bare red cards in big games. Steven Gerrard in big games, bro. The amount of red cards, the Bozo moments, like these things happen, bro. They're still great players. So like Caicedo getting one, this isn't going to change the narrative on Caicedo just because of one red card. And I'm glad for him that he got bailed out by the team, still getting a decent result. I still want to think, but it's a decent result because last season he was the main man like 90% of our games, bro. So like he deserves to actually be bailed out in a sense. So good for him. He's gonna get a rest and hopefully Santos steps on, man.
But then 100%, bro. Declan Rice was getting red last season too, right? Remember that game he got red on for kicking the ball stupidly? He was on a yellow.
Again, that was against Brighton. That was ironically that was against. I'm pretty sure that was against Brighton.
Yeah, and they end up losing that. Didn't they end up losing that game?
Yeah.
They ended up losing that game.
They drew. They might draw. Yeah, they might.
I think they drew, bro. Yeah,
they were leading. They were leading, and then they let Brighton back in. So
let me come to you. Let me come to you, Jimmy. Listen, we've got over 300 people here now, man. Let's get to 200 likes real quick, people. Make sure that you lot are smashing up those likes. Let me come to you, Jim, because there's a guy in the back of the net, you know, that we've spoken about many times this season. You know what I'm saying, broski? And it's honestly getting to that point now where he's actually building a little bit of a CV against these bigger teams. And, you know, in these big moments where it's like everyone's watching, you know, Club World Cup, the final, bro, that performance was brilliant. For me, away from the Man United game this season, bro, he's been steady. You know what I mean? And again, yesterday, bro, the cross collecting, the saves, they weren't, you know, the most fantastic saves, but they had to be dealt with. Like I'm sitting behind the goal, and the way you had to change direction with Saka in the way, it weren't easy. It weren't easy, bro. That was all about agility and IQ as well. You had to read where the ball was gonna go. Where are you sitting with Sanchez for now, you like Jim? Because I feel like there's certain people still waiting for him to make a mistake, but now I feel like he's building credit, bro. It's like if he does make a mistake,
I don't think
it's not the end of the world. That's how I kind of see it now. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It depends on what the mistake is. I'm not gonna
It depends. You're right. You're right.
Let the mistake be a reason we lose the game. That's it. Like he can make a mistake. Just don't let the mistake be the direct reason you lose the game, and people would be forgiven. That's just how it goes. If he fuck up, if he fuck up and do something stupid and let up a goal, but we still win that game, I don't think people are gonna rush him like how they usually would. But at the same time, let's slow down. Let's not, you know.
We've been slowing down for months, Jimmy.
So Jim, okay, let me ask you then, Jim.
Dude, we haven't even reached the halfway point of the season. Like he's doing his thing. All I'm saying is, I don't know. I have nothing bad to say about him. Nothing. But I see people like, oh, he's the third best keeper in the world, and I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. Just I'm not gonna argue.
But don't you see improvement in his game though, Jim? Even with the distribution, broski. I think the distribution is improving, man.
Yeah, but you can't like. I hear it, and I'm rocking with him. He's doing what he needs to do, but I'm not about to shift.
Jimmy just doesn't want to accept.
It's not about accept. I'm not about to move what I think of him as a player because he's on a purple patch.
No, but he's been.
Nah, this ain't a purple patch. This ain't a purple patch.
How long of a sample size do you need? They would have been.
This ain't a purple patch.
Time out. The first 3-4 games of the year, I was cursing him. So don't tell me it's not a purple patch.
But it wasn't bad just because you're cursing.
Yeah, this ain't a purple.
Less than 10 games
good for a
ago, I
while.
was cursing about how I'm playing bad.
He's been good for a while, but let's.
It's called the purple patch.
Keep it going.
How long is a purple patch? Is it a couple months?
Purple patch for me is
right?
like a Pulisic goal.
That's what
He's performing at a super high level.
Purple patch is a couple months run,
Just
bro.
keep it going.
I look at purple patch like a few weeks.
It's not a bad thing to be on a purple patch. Now, can it turn?
Our definition of purple patch is different.
All right, listen. I'm telling you,
purple patch for me is weeks.
All right, well, y'all guys can feel how y'all feel. I don't feel like I'm not at the point where I'm not worried about. If I heard we sign Mike Mignon tomorrow, I'm celebrating.
Okay, let me ask you this, Jimmy. If we send Mike Mignon in the summer and he played exactly the same way as Sanchez played this season, what would you have said? Exactly the same way.
If we sign Mike Mignon this summer,
yes, and he put the exact same performance.
I would have been like, what the fuck? If he started off like Sanchez started off?
How did Sanchez start off?
Like, got the first few games, he was not good, bro.
Let's ask a bit more direct question. Do you think, ask him, do you think Sanchez has improved? Do you think he's ask him a direct question instead of?
No, I just said that. What is a purple patch? Why are people looking at purple patch as a bad thing?
No, you don't think he's improved as a goalkeeper. You just think he's,
because purple patch, Jim,
and that's about it.
It's been 10, 11 games, bro.
And again, the sample size for goalkeepers. Guys, I'm sorry. The sample size for goalkeepers does need to be longer because again, they're not as worked as outfield players. Again, you look at the Liverpool game, for example, he did nothing in that game, right? So, and then credit to our defense because we didn't force him to make a save, but that's just an example. There will be games where he doesn't have to do anything, or games where he makes just one save, and we just have to see how it goes. And listen, he's had a very good start to the season. To answer Rob's question, if Mike Mignon came in and did what Sanchez has done, I would have been like, okay, first couple games, United. The West Ham shot where Paqueta put it in, those moments were very shaky. But since then, he's been pretty damn good. He's been one of the best goalkeepers in the league this season. I'll give him his credit. But for me, again, if Mike Mignon came in and did what he's doing, that's cool. But let's not forget the fact that this guy, again, he hasn't got credit in the bank with us, bro. Last season, he was appalling for most of that. To a point where we were like saying,
I disagree with that. I disagree with most. I think the first half was appalling, bro. Second half, he was much better. Second half, he was much better.
We could judge Sanchez.
He was on the bench as late as March, bro. As late as March, he was on the bench.
How has his year been? How has his 2025 been?
Bro, he was the big reason why we went up April good in the end.
Since April, mostly very good. I'll be honest. Since April,
we're in December now. From April to December, that's
but again, for a goalkeeper, it's different, bro. That's what I keep saying. For a goalkeeper,
so what you saying? Another 8 months to make the decision?
Literally, yeah. If it's another 8 months, then he might just about wipe the slate clean. He might get top end when he's breaking even with us. If he goes another 8 months and he's clutching big games and he helps us to maybe compete for trophies,
valid
right?
response. That's valid.
And yeah. That's what I'll take.
And that's fair enough. That's a fair take. I get your logic around that because you're right. With goalkeepers,
he's on the purple patch. I'm confused.
Because Jim. Hold on. Let me respond. Let me respond to that, Andrew. Because what I'm seeing from the chat and for myself, a purple patch for me is a few weeks, broski. Not 8 months. Yeah, not nearly a year. I don't look at it as a purple patch.
But for goalkeepers, it's different though. We have to admit that it's different for goalkeepers.
Yeah, you can look at it like that.
Also, purple patch also implies that you think he's gonna go back to what he's doing. That's true.
I wouldn't be surprised. Hold on.
No, but do you expect it though?
No, I know. I don't. I don't expect my players to fail. So I don't. I don't have that
purple
energy.
Patch.
What it is, Rob? Yeah, what it is, Rob? There's people like Jimmy and Ads who don't fully trust him yet. With you, Rob. Your level of trust for Sanchez is different to their level of trust for Sanchez, which is fair. Which is fair. I don't have as much trust as Rob.
Off the face of the planet, I don't expect that.
Like
I saw him kick the ball off the back of Enzo's head, and early in the Arsenal game,
he still does that. He still does
up
that.
The middle of the pitch, right to their sitting center mid. I saw that. It didn't lead to anything. but those little things happen here and there. He makes little mistakes.
Yeah, but that happened to every goalkeeper.
Every keeper, every
has
keeper, bro.
little
Okay,
things.
Rob,
Even Alisson,
Rob, we're
even
talking about-
Donnarumma.
I would say this.
Rob, the problem is he doesn't have anything in the bank.
Yeah, that I get that.
Other goals-
He
You
still has
can't
to
say he
build
don't
that
have nothing in the
Other
bank, man.
goalkeepers that I wouldn't mind that happening with would be keepers that I trust. If
Yeah.
Jim, how can you say he's got nothing in the bank?
Peter Cech
Bro.
was doing that, if Courtois was doing that, I'll be like, I'm not worried about that because that
Yeah.
motherfucker's gonna win me the game in the clutch.
Now he's building.
So,
his credit
so wait,
back. He's
let's
building
pause.
his-
So, Jim,
building
how
it.
much?
He's building
he's
credit, but he's
building-
still in overdraft. He's still in overdraft. Let's be honest, guys.
Nah,
Every time
he's
I'm
not
Brighton,
overdraft no more.
He's not in overdraft, man. He's not in overdraft.
in English football, I'm sorry,
He's
he's in
in
overdraft.
overdraft.
He's in overdraft.
He's not.
bro.
He's
In
not
English-
in overdraft, bro.
Let me land this point, and you guys can compare it any way you want, right? Listen, in English football, for me, he's in overdraft. At times in Brighton, he was decent, whatever, but he ended his time at Brighton as their second choice goalkeeper.
Third,
He joined up, third, even better.
third choice.
Yeah.
When he joined us, and for most of his time in the first season, I think second season, he's been in the first 2 seasons now. Poor, right? And he ended pretty good from April. Did well, Club World Cup, he was great, especially in the final call. And this season, mostly very good. That's great, but I'm sorry, that's still for me an overdraft. In English football, man's an overdraft. So I need to see a few more months before I can say, you know what, he's breaking even. Because again, I'm not going to forget how this fan base switched up on Mendy very quick. A guy who won us a Champions League was quality.
Yes.
Just
A
that,
few bad months,
Yes.
a few
I just-
bad
Yeah, but
want
months,
Mendy was shit.
and then
After
and
that-
then
He did it
they
himself, bro.
and that's
He did it
fine.
I was just
himself.
about
He
to
was
say
shocking,
that.
man.
Someone
But
else-
He was
overall,
shit in here, man. Man gave us a year of world class.
Mendy or Sanchez,
Okay,
levels
but,
above.
but that's John. Someone
Levels
asked
apart.
earlier, how long would
Yes.
he have to give? How long would he have to give? As long as Mendy gave us.
Bro,
Literally.
listen.
He gave us a
listen,
whole
again, we'll
good
see in
season,
it. I
bro.
think
And it's something
yeah,
Anton
again,
changed as well.
For me, how I look at it right now, I'm looking at the goalkeeper market. We spoke about this many times. Man were telling me Ramsdale, man were telling me Hermanson, man were telling me these sort of names, bro. Like, it's
No.
unless you're telling me Courtois coming Chelsea, bro. Yeah, even Maignan right now, I'm like, yo, I'd rather just bring in Penders now. Yeah, and
There's no
let
there,
him
bro.
do his
Right,
thing.
I just
Yeah,
saw Mike Mignon
You know what I'm saying?
the other day to save the game. I need some of that, man. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Yeah, Sanchez makes good saves. Sanchez makes very good saves. That's not something. That's not something that you can shit on. That's not something you can shit on with
Listen,
Sanchez.
right now, Sanchez isn't an issue. He's actually a plus. He's been very good, especially Tottenham game,
Yeah.
this game quality. So just keep it up. Keep it up.
No, 100%.
Arsenal's been
No,
very
keep
good
it
as well. Keep it up. That's
Keep
all
it
I'm
up,
saying.
bro. But listen, we're gonna move on now to the preview for the game against Leeds. And again, bro, listen, after how we played yesterday, bro, I'm already looking forward to it. I'm already thinking like who we gonna start. You know what I'm saying? What's Maresca gonna do in the game? You know what I'm saying? Big up, Rob. You got cut in it.
Yeah, I gotta go pick up my son. Love.
All right, love,
Yeah.
bro, love. Big up, man.
Yeah.
Everyone, make sure that you're following man like Rob. Make sure you're following man like Rob, man. But let's go through the predicted lineup of actually, well, let's go through what we think, what we would do then, Andrew. We can't really predict Maresca. That's the problem.
Actually,
We
you
can't
know what?
Yo,
I think.
before-
I think.
really
I
predict this
think.
guy, bro.
Actually, I
Before we
think.
move on.
I think.
Go on,
Sunday,
go on, AJ. Go on,
yesterday's
AJ.
game. I think we nearly got it spot on. You know what I mean? In terms of, I think it was the first time everyone probably nearly got the thing spot. Nearly got it spot on. The actual.
I just want to know what's the final, like, what's the verdict? Like, what's the thoughts on our team? Like, currently, like, can we push for the title? Have we proven that we are better
Get through
footballing
these
team
two.
than
Get
Arsenal?
Get 2 wins. Get 2 wins out of 2, and that's what. And then we'll talk.
And that's what it's heading into, AJ. Because right now, bro, listen, we need to be winning these games. These are games where we're expected to win. Yeah, these are games we're expected to win, bro. I saw Villa go there. They Leeds, they're a team that come out, they press you, bro. It's home. It's a tight pitch like the Bridge. We should be used to that. Santos, he's gonna most likely start this game, people. You know what I mean? Because Caicedo's not there, right? This is his time to kind of prove himself now as well.
Facts.
But how do we go into this game, man? AJ, let me come straight to you. How would you set up the defense?
I think Fofana, Reece.
Fofana again, broski.
No. I think Fofana, Reece, and maybe Cucurella all need a rest. I'm not sure. I think Cucurella played all 3 games last week. He started all 3 games.
Yeah.
There's certain players that's in the red zone. So to me, I see this game as being like a rotation game. At least 4 or 5 players being rotated.
I'm not risking it, bro. I'll be real. I'm not risking it. I feel like
So
the change
talk me
from
through-
the back line is a big risk. Like Cucurella, maybe. Fofana, I hate because of the injury issues he's had, but I'm not changing more than 2 players in the back line, I'll be honest.
I don't think Cucurella gets rested at all.
I just
The
feel like
Iron Man, bro.
it's impossible to do that. I feel like, but we
No,
gonna.
but the top players play week in, week out for the top teams, bro, and they've been doing it for years. So like Cucurella, I feel like he's shown that he can do that. He's been doing it. So
But just
I'm happy
because he
to see
doesn't
it.
rest, just because he doesn't play this game doesn't mean he doesn't play week in, week out. The guy plays 90% of the game. So if he rests one game, who do we play next weekend? Like,
But that's actually my thing. We play both next week. But my thing is, if you want to rest Cucurella, that's cool. But then you can't rest James, bro. That's too much. That's too much changing of
That's
key
too
players.
much changing, innit?
But
Yeah,
Fofana,
bro.
I get it. Cucurella, if you want to say he's played 3 games, bring him off the bench, cool. But then we can't change James as well, bro. Like that Leeds, bro. I wouldn't say I'm worried about this game. I think we're gonna win. I'm confident, but Leeds, this is a derby for Leeds, bro. Whenever they play us, they are on smoke, bro. They want blood from us, bro. So it is a potential banana skin, and we have to win this game. So I'm not taking any risk,
is
bro.
Bournemouth a
Take
potential
anybody
banana
lightly.
skin? Is Bournemouth a potential banana skin?
Yep.
So every
They're
game
not in the best form, but that's still an easy. Still an easy.
We have to remember, right? I know we've done, we're riding high on the performance against Arsenal and good win against Burnley and Wolves and something like that. But we're not really consistent when it comes to these type of teams. Do you know what I mean? It's like
I agree.
We haven't earned. Listen, as well as they played, they haven't earned the right for us to simply go in like we should wipe the floor. Let's not be like Arsenal, fans and something like that. Do you know what I mean? Automatically write teams off. I saw Leeds. I know they got pummeled in the first half against City, but in the second half they should have won that game or taken at least a point away at City. And they'll be right. They'll have a bit.
It
of
was down
confidence
2-0.
well.
Like they came
Yeah,
back.
they were down 2-0 and they lost in like injury time. But what I mean is that they might take some confidence.
I put that more on City though. I put that more on City.
Whatever it is, they took advantage of it and they nearly took a point. They nearly took a point from it. Do you know what I mean? So I have no doubt there will be changes, AJ, because he's not kept a same 11 all season for any game. So there will be changes because of the less preseason and the Club World Cup. So there will be I reckon 3 or 4 changes. I reckon there will be to the line, like all the lineups going through. I just don't see Cucurella being the one. He
to come out of it.
Rarely rests him.
I'll be real, bro. Listen, Leeds away. There's gonna be rocking and that, bro. Midweek and that. They've just come off the back of losing against Man City away. We need to make sure that we have some experience in the team. Because Hato, I'm sorry, bro. I'm not trusting him right now. I'll be honest with you. There's too many intangibles right now. Like maybe he can come off the bench.
Give him Cardiff.
Yeah,
he can play against Cardiff. Do you know what I mean?
Come on off the bench or something, But Cucurella, I'm sorry, he wasn't able to exert all his energy the other day because he was booked early. He got booked early, bro.
Bro, we played with 10 men. What you talking? What you mean? He was exerting that.
No, but I'm saying he wasn't as aggressive, AJ. Like when I was watching him in the game, he was giving them a little bit more space because he got booked early, bro. I wasn't seeing Cuckoo.
I hear it, but he still got to cover the ground, though. He still has to cover the ground.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Don, if we have 3-0 up Wednesday in the 75 minutes, then you bring Hatter on for Cucurella. That's what you do.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. What we're saying? Are we starting
Sanchez? That's a problem.
Then?
To me, that's a problem in the squad. But we talk about that another time.
What as they not trusting Hatter?
If Cuckoo has to play every single game. Because I'm not saying that I don't want him to play. I'm saying this because I think certain players we need to protect. Because Cucurella is one of our most important players. Reece James, one of our most important players. Like there's certain players. Fofana is clearly one of our most important players. So to me, it's some games you have to take that little bit of risk out. That's just the nature of the shit. Now, it's also a risk to play them, and that's one of the risks that you could take. Maybe he wants to take the risk of playing them still. But I just think certain players, you got to protect them because the long run, if we don't have Cucurella, if we don't have Reece James, that's a big problem, bigger than just playing Leeds, on Wednesday. I digress.
Wednesday playing him is a problem? Wednesday?
I think overplaying Cucurella is a problem. I think he played all
I think
last week and then playing him. He play in the international break as well? I think he did.
I think it's
just what it is a lot going on. You feel me?
I hear you, AJ, but it's one of them ones where it's like I'd rather him start the game. Yeah, we win the game or we're winning the game, and then you take him off, you bring Hato on, where it's a little bit where it's like the sting's been taken out of the game. Because I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna be rocking in there. Yeah, it's gonna be rocking. They just lost, and they're back. They're back at home. It's the intangibles that I'm worried about, Jim. You know what I mean?
It's a league match.
He's the one constant in this back line because Maresca changes back centre back in every match.
He is.
He's the one constant. Even the right backs, he was switching in and out. He's the one with Sanchez. He's the one constant of that. One of the two constants of that back three. I understand we are in the running now. If we want to be in a title race, he has to start. He has to start. Whether he finishes the game or not, that's a different story. But he has to start. He has to.
Yep. 100%, bro. 100%. I'm putting Sanchez in goal because listen, Jorgensen, he wants to leave. I don't think Maresca's gonna be playing him right now.
I don't even want Tony to play.
He's done. He's never playing again, bro.
Not even against Cardiff. Not even against Cardiff.
Yeah. He's done for. He's done for, broski.
You're right, Jim. I wouldn't play him against Cardiff either. I want to get to a final. I want to win it.
I'm not playing him against Cardiff. I swear I will.
Let's go through the centre back pairing, and obviously the right back as well. Go on, AJ. Pick the rest of the centre back pairing, bro. Who do you think the pairing is going to be for this one? What would you do?
I Body is Shill. Like, is he fit? Because
he is.
He is fit. Yeah.
I would start him.
Probably have to do a Badia type thing, like a Badia Chalaba, or I know.
That's fair. That's fair.
Something like that, like a Badia Chalaba.
I keep Trev in for continuity purposes, whether it's right or left side.
Yeah, either way, Trev got to play.
Trevor's fitness is good, very good.
Yeah,
that's one thing about him.
He's playing. He has to play.
A few people think Josh will start at right back. What are you lot saying about the right back? Do you think Gusto will start there?
Yeah, I think Gusto will start.
Yeah, or Reece James, one of the two. Yeah.
Now Reece won't start, Jim.
Gusto somebody who can run. Yeah, he could run.
Yeah, Gusto will start the game. And then midfield, I think Andre Santos. Do you guys disagree? I think he will start the game.
Yeah, he's got to start. He's got to start.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Andre Santos. And they're always saying Enzo next to him.
Yeah.
Enzo's another one, man. This guy, honestly, these South Americans, bro. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's all that shit they eat.
Man, are we sure James isn't gonna start? Because he came off early against Barca. He played 90 minutes against Arsenal, so like I hear it, but we know what Maresca's like. Again, if it's our lineup, I would probably rest him, but we know what Maresca's like, bro.
Somebody said that Maresca said he's not gonna start on.
Somebody
said that in the chat.
Who?
James.
James starting. I don't see it. I don't see it, man.
Yeah,
bro, the way it adds, bro. You see that? That's got the ground he covered. All the ground he covered in that, bro. 90 minutes. It's not. He's not playing, bro. He's not starting.
He's not starting.
There's no chance. There's no chance. If we start him, that is like gross negligence.
He's not started, bro.
He'll start Bournemouth and Atalanta.
Yeah, he'll start the next two.
Yeah,
he's not starting this game.
He will start this game. Nah, Palmer for me.
Booty
Palmer has to start.
What happened to him?
I told y'all niggas Booty
disappeared.
Nah, Palmer has to start. We lot saying about Palmer starting this game, man. I think he has to start this game.
He hasn't played yet.
I don't think Palmer starts.
I saw him running after the game, so yeah, maybe he does start.
I think Pedro starts as the 10.
Pedro.
Yeah, I think Pedro.
Pedro. I thought you said Pedro.
Yeah. Sorry, no, I don't call Pedro. I'm not tired from Arsenal.
I always get confused between the two nowadays. Yeah, Pedro on the 10, and then what you think Delap will go up top?
Yeah, Delap goes up top.
Yeah, we've got to see Gil in this game as well. If he's not cutting it, if Delap's not cutting it, bro, bring on Gil early.
I agree.
Bring on Gil early.
Esteval would start too.
Because he came off. He came off
45 minutes. Yeah, you're right.
Esteval and Gittins or Esteval and Garnacho. You could pick whoever you want.
I can see Garnacho because he only played 45.
Because Neto's tank was empty after that Arsenal game.
I can see Garnacho starting, but if Gittins starts, I don't mind because what happens is when Gittins is having a poor game, you just come off.
Either one would make me no difference.
He likes having those Prem players, these Prem proven players in the league game. So I could see Garnacho for him.
Yeah, 100%, bro. I think that's good enough lineup.
Neto's in the red, bro. I think not
Neto.
Yeah,
Neto's like
Neto definitely don't start. Not saying he won't play, but I don't see him starting. He played.
He was out on his feet. He was out on his feet, man.
Yeah, he played the whole night. Yeah, Neto. There's no need to start him. Yeah.
But again, you're looking at this, bro. Even if we start with this, like the options off the bench are brilliant. You've still got Gittins on the bench.
Palmer definitely sees minutes, though. Palmer will definitely see minutes in Wednesday's game. He will definitely see minutes.
Yeah, I think if we had Arsenal, but the game state didn't suit him coming on. You have to come on the
exactly.
wing.
Yeah, you're right.
If he came on against Arsenal, I reckon he starts this game. You know what I'm saying, bro? I reckon he starts this game.
Possibly.
But yeah, man. Let's before we finish up here. Where you lot ranking Maresca in the league in terms of managers? Yeah, where would you sort of rank him? Because I asked Rance this question because like this guy, I don't want to hear no one say championship coach anymore. He's past that now. You know
Do
what
you
I'm
mean
saying?
on the performance of this season?
I'm saying in
In
general.
general.
Where would you rank him? Where would you rank him in general, bro? Where are you putting him? Is he your top
He's
5? Is he
clearly
your
a top 3 manager in the league. It's not even a fucking conversation, to be honest. It's clearly top 3 manager in.
If
in
I
the
was just ranking him, if I was just ranking
it's not
him,
really an
on
argument.
if I was just ranking him on performance of this season, he's second.
Wait, okay, man. If we're saying overall, right, we're gonna say that Pep is still number 1, right?
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course. Yeah.
Let me just go through some names and let's say if you guys think he's definitely clear of this manager, right? So let me just say, for starters, Glasner.
Yes.
Yes.
I think he's better.
Unai Emery.
Yes.
Yes.
I think he's better than him. I think
Yeah,
he's better than him. He would, bro. You see Emery. He hates coming to the bridge with Maresca, bro. He hates it.
Yeah, I would take. Emery, of course,
He's done a great
better
job.
CV,
Emery's done a great
but I
job.
would take
He's done a great
Maresca
job.
over Emery any day.
Okay. What about Mikel Arteta?
Fuck no. I don't want
Of course, he's. I think. Look,
I
the guy is-
I think
Maresca better a better manager than him. We're saying it.
I think he's a better manager. What you mean? Just managing the players or actual tactics and all of these things included? Like what you
I'm not
mean?
gonna say who would you take because I feel like we will all be happy just to keep Maresca, right? But it's more a case of like if you're gonna make an argument for who's a better coach, like who could you make more arguments for?
Arteta took that beautiful football
He's
Arsenal
going
played
Maresca.
and turned it into fucking haram ball. I don't rate Arteta. I'm sorry.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
Maresca's
Imagine,
better than
Jim,
Arteta.
put it like this, yeah. AJ, put it like this, yeah. Put it like this, ads, yeah. Do you think that if Maresca had the same time at Chelsea as what Arteta has had
7
with the
years.
squad,
Come on, bro. Come on.
7 years, broski, yeah?
We playing
He would've
Every
won the
player
Prem by
on
now.
the squad,
football,
he
bro.
brought them in. Every fucking one.
You're not
You know
wrong.
what I mean, bro?
You're not
Yeah,
wrong. And
you
also,
know,
to be
so-
fair, he did win a big trophy as well. Again, beating the same team that Arteta couldn't beat. You know, the team that beat them home and away. So I hear it.
Yeah,
I wasn't gonna say Slot, but like Slot is so fraudulent right now.
And he beat Liverpool.
Yeah.
as well.
Crazy. We can't even mention Slot.
Yeah.
You know, that's mad. But again,
Yeah.
we gotta win this game. We gotta win Bournemouth because certain teams in red are only like a couple points behind us. So again, it's we got to handle
Liverpool are only 3 points behind us now, same as Man United.
and the other red team as well. So like we just gotta handle business, bro.
We need to start building that gap. 100%.
If Maresca and Arteta were to swap squads, I think Maresca still gets more out of that Arsenal team than Arteta gets out of Chelsea.
Facts.
Just because he's way better tactically. You understand? He's tuned in tactically. That's the one thing that Maresca has. You know,
Bro, I prefer his style of play. I just prefer how he views the game. Prefer how he views the game.
In terms
Terry
of
was asking me last
the
week.
setup is like 9 times out of 10 always on point. And like in-game management at times has been a bit flaky, but Arsenal it was good. And again, because he's a rookie manager, you know, having the experience of going down to 10 men, he's not used to that. So he made mistakes against United for sure. Brighton, you can argue that too, but you can see it was an improvement against Arsenal. It was better. And again, when I'm going into big games, the setup and how we start these games, whether it was Bayern Munich, Liverpool, PSG, Arsenal again, like first 20, 25 minutes were like always the better team, bro. So listen, the manager's top quality, man. Again, your boy the other day that was calling him potentially a fraud. Like, bro, like, come on.
Boy,
like,
who could him a fraud? Who could him a fraud?
What's his name? Black guy. You do show him on Thursdays as well, bro.
Oh,
he said the black guy. You do.
No, I'm sorry.
What time?
Yeah,
you've done a show with him like on Thursday nights, bro. You do show him on Thursday nights. Every now and then. Yeah, it was like you done a show with him.
Oh, Jermaine. You mean Jermaine?
Oh,
the Arsenal fan.
No, Chelsea fan, bro.
You talking Gooney?
Is it Gooney? Gooney, that's it. Gooney.
Nah, bro, Gooney. Bro,
Gooney's low-key a fraud, bro. Broski,
I spoke to Gooney the other day, bro. He even texted me after the game and said, bro, I'm starting to believe in this squad. That's what he told me. He told me I'm starting to believe in this squad, bro.
Now,
but let's finish up with his
believe it. He's a see it to believe it type of guy.
Yeah. It takes him a little bit of time, but when he's there, he'll back it. He'll back it. Yeah, now Gooney, bro, I'm telling you, it takes him a bit of time, but then he'll back it, bro. But big up Alexis in the chat as well. Says lads in blue diaries, I trust my favorite Chelsea panel. Big up yourself every time, my bro. Big up MNG again. He says I'm on Don's side for now. Give Gio 5 games in a row. And then who else have we got here? I think is there one more? No, there's no more super chats, people. So listen, we're gonna finish off here. It's been a solid show, hour and a half. I'm actually going to be on Big 6 at 9 o'clock as well, people, man. UK time.
Oh,
so make sure you lot are tuning in.
Make
Yeah.
sure you fry them up,
Bro,
They getting fried, cuz.
get on to Turkish, bro. Honestly, I reckon we can be in this title race proper, bro. And listen, there'll be nothing sweeter than if we are the team to stop these man winning the league. There'll be no more conversations, no more London is red when we win all the big trophies of recent, bro. Bro, Matisse has been doing this thing lately, but bro, don't let this man breathe, bro. Give him a fucking reason,
trust me.
bro. Honestly.
I'm coming on smoke. I'm coming on smoke. I was on my way back from SDS, and I just see Matisse message me saying, "Yo, you trying to jump on Big 6 later?" I said, "Broski, I've been waiting. Yeah, I've been waiting because Tobes."
You got a notepad, bro?
I don't even need a notepad to cook Turkish and to cook. I don't need one. You know what I mean? Me, I just got off the dome. Yeah, and Tobes is gonna get it as well. Big pools. Yeah. So I need to just make sure that I eat first, so I get some energy. I'm gonna go eat some Inshima. You know, if you know about Inshima, you know about Inshima. You know, some stew and whatnot. Get some energy in my system, and then we go again, people. But 9 o'clock, make sure that you're there. It's 25 minutes, man. I'll be there. But listen, make sure that you're following all the man them. Has anyone got anything coming up that you wanna tell the people about?
Bro, you know me, TikTok videos. That's really it.
How about you, Jimmy? Got anything coming up?
I'm sorry here, bro.
Yo, watch along Wednesday, man. Watch along Leeds. We there.
Yes, sir.
What I might do?
Smoke along or watch along, bro? Which one? It's a
smoking. It's a smoking watch along. That's smoking.
Come on. You know what I'm saying, people? But listen, make sure that you're following all the man there. Make sure that you're following AJ on TikTok, NYC Chelsea Blues. Ads, you're gonna be on any shows with Mo this week?
Yeah, probably another one again. I did the show last night as well. Cooked a couple of their man because they were talking smoky, bro. Bro, Mo earlier in the season said that Tottenham squad is comparable to us, bro. Like, honestly,
bro. I was hearing Tottenham are going to finish above us start of the season. That's what I was hearing, bro. You know how it gets, man. You just have to document. I've got receipts. You know what I'm saying?
You guys. As a veteran of this, let me just tell you, anything to Tottenham, just like that. Do you know what I mean? Just don't believe anything. Do you know what I mean? Let them. Because let them do that. Because in 10 days' time, they want the manager out afterwards. So it's all good.
Yeah. I mean, I've just redirected to Chez as well, people. So make sure that you don't got put a little Don raid in there. Make sure that you go subscribe to Chez. What's he on now? Is he on 2K yet? Is he on 3K? He's on 3K, innit?
He is on. No, 2.25. He's on 2.25.
2.25, people. Make sure that you go over there and you subscribe to Chez, man. And make sure you tell him that Don sent you. In a bit, people. Love.